Hello everyone and welcome back. Well, after the amazing story of the Battle of Fort Book, I have now chosen the next one, which is, let's just say, by obsolescence. I had a little bit of a laugh going through the comments of the Battle of Fort Book, because there is one hilarious YouTube video in the first comments there that you have to check out. I might link it in the description down below. I laughed my head off. I know it's so mean, but it's so good. I rarely have an honest laugh nowadays. Like the ones that you see in these videos, they are all genuine, but like when I watch media normally, I find something funny, but I will not break out laughing. But then I saw this YouTube clip and I'm like, yeah, I couldn't control myself. Yeah, so even my neighbor came upstairs and was like, "What's the ruckus up here?" I'm like, "Sorry." Yeah, good times. Anyhow, let's start with, let's just say, by obsolescence.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat, repeat the sounding joy. No more let sins and sorrows grow, nor thorns infest the ground. He comes to make his blessings flow, for as the curse is found, for as the curse is found, for as the curse is found. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love.
Hello everyone, this is once again Comment Time with Visual Pony, and once again I will remind you that you can support Pony&Wolf Productions through the link in the links down in the description below. There is so much you can do to support us and help us keep the lights on around here, which I am very sure you want to do. So there's a merch store, there are one-time donation links, there's a Patreon. You can become a channel member. There are so many things you can do to support us. And now let's get into the meat of the matter. Or the fire of the matter? Sorry for the pun. I find it interesting that Celestia is giving it serious thought how she could kill every pony. And the method that she's choosing is taking all their water and food away. Technically starving her subjects and making them die of thirst. Oh god, can you imagine the panic that would happen? Just, like, there would be battles in the street for simple things like an apple or a last bit of edible grass. Ponies would exchange whatever they had to offer, and I'm not going to say things here because I'm pretty sure I would get demonetized if I did. But crimes would rage rampant, and you know what I mean, you know, just to get at the last bottle of sparkling water. And Celestia is right, eventually it would be a desert filled with pony bones. Oh, goodness, this is worse than Fallout Equestria. Seriously, what Celestia would be doing to her own subjects here is worse than them being blown up by balefire bombs. Holy crap. Or, well, she's not actually doing it, but you know what I mean. She's contemplating on doing it. And that alone. Holy shit. Celestia, you have one twisted mind in this iteration of you. And, yeah, let's hope that the sun goes down today. Sincerely yours, Visual Pony, and I hope that the story finds you well in body and mind. Holy moly, guys. That went dark quickly. I mean, Celestia contemplating how she could kill every pony? I mean, she's not wrong. She could do it really easily. And the way she described how she'd do it is very much how it would work. If she actually decided to do this, there would be nothing the ponies could do. Especially if, let's say, in this iteration of Equestria, okay, yes, it's something that I was kind of expecting. Let's just say in this iteration of Equestria, Luna is not back from the moon. So, other than Celestia, there'd be no pony to move the sun. And even though I think Luna's best princess, I still don't know if she'd be able to move the sun. I think she must be, because Celestia is able to move the moon. But let's just say Luna's really not back from the moon yet. Then yeah, there would be no pony to oppose Celestia here, which is a scary thought. Because with no pony opposing her, no one would be able to stop her. No one would even be able to oppose her. Let's just say Twilight would want to oppose her. What would Twilight be able to even do? Because this clearly is a story that was made before Twilight was an alicorn. You know? She wouldn't be able to do anything. Unicorn Twilight would be so far out of her league. It wouldn't even be funny. And all Celestia would have to do is hide somewhere. So that also assumes that Celestia doesn't need to eat or drink. I just realized. Because otherwise she'd starve and die of thirst too. She'd dehydrate as well. So yeah, what can I say? It's just wow, guys. Don't rightly know what to say there, other than what's the actual frick, you know? Because sure, Celestia could pull it off, and no one would be able to stop her. And if she really doesn't have to eat or drink, then damn, I envy her. After I'm done with this, by the way, I will go and have myself some food. Didn't have any today yet. And I'm noticing that I am getting slightly hungry. And then I'll likely work on something for my beloved, because she asked me to do something for her. And if I put my back into it, then I can finish that today. Which would be amazing. Just saying. Sorry if I'm not talking much during this right now. But I want to get this done as well. Always like this part, cleaning, sound design and all that, that's always a part that I don't like that much. And by far, I'm not good at it, okay? Then again, I don't think I'm good at this whole YouTube thing. I mean, our reviews are kind of showing that this channel is basically slowly dying. There were times, I remember the good old times, when we had like, or when, before we fused, long before some dramas that happened that I cannot talk about. There were times when this channel had roughly 250,000 views a month. And now we're down to, I think, 16,000. Roughly. If I remember this correctly. We did have to use a lot more views. I actually looked it up the other day. What I would really like to see is to get the play button. You know, that's something that that just is like one of those things that I kind of wanted before before I die. But now that I looked at it, I think formerly it was like with 10,000 subscribers, you'd get the bronze play button. But now apparently the lowest is the silver, which you get at 100,000. And seeing that I've been doing this for almost 10 years now, and we are not even at 6,000 at this point. Yeah. Pretty sure that this will not work ever. I'm happy to know that a few other YouTubers that I used to know have achieved that goal. But sadly, I'm of the opinion that Pony&Wolf never will, because of that drama that happened at some point with me. And yeah, Even though I am doing a lot of stuff that you guys actually wanted to see, like Fallout Equestria. All those Fallout stories, the stories that you guys wanted me to do. And I did. But if I look at the views, it's, you know, a little bit disheartening. It used to be when I uploaded a Fallout story, then within the first week it would already have a few thousand views. Now it's well, I can be happy right now over about 100 views in a week. So as much as I would have wanted to make this my career at some point in my life, I don't think it'll ever happen. This will always be just a side thing, a hobby. Okay, cleaning done. And there we have it. Now sound effect, ticking clock. It's just sometimes disheartening, you know. Sometimes I spend, like, these stories here, you see this recording editing session so far has taken. Then it's the sky, and they saw autumn sun shining brightly above them. They prayed very hard that it would go down soon. You don't see this, but I see it here on a timer. This recording session so far has lasted almost 40 minutes. For a story that is approximately 10 minutes long. Yeah, roughly 11 minutes, okay. And like plus my comment time, we're at 13 minutes. And we're still not done. So we will be soon. Because that's another one where I don't need really sound effects or whatever. So the sound design in this one is basically just adding a bit of music. What thing a princess needed when she wanted to get away from it all? Not a point already, it seemed to be saying. The rest of the audience followed suit and made noises to a similar effect. And it's not that easy to find the right music either, guys. Don't get me wrong.
You're being very stupid.
Stay where you are, princess. We're coming for you. Soon enough, a pair of gold-armored stallions trotted up and bowed before the princess. We are glad to have found you, princess. Trotted up and bowed before the princess. We are glad to have found you. Further then at the sky, and they saw autumn sun shining brightly above them. They prayed very hard that it would go down soon. And with that, this is also done. But yeah, so almost an hour for just this story. Now imagine all the stories like Fallout Equestria Project Horizons, Fallout Equestria Project, Fallout Equestria Heroes, Duty, all of those stories with longer chapters, with more complex sound design. Imagine how long I have spent on those stories, and then to see that they get maybe 100 views, 150 views, maybe 500 views. And I'm like, okay, nice that people like it, but just from a standpoint of, is it worth it? Technically, I have to say no, because if you calculate the time I spent on this and would make a cost value calculation, you'd come to the conclusion that the time I'm putting in, I'm basically working below minimum wage, way below minimum wage with the content I put out. So okay. And then hashtag MLP, hashtag MLPFem, hashtag Brony, hashtag Celestia, hashtag fanfiction, hashtag audiobook, hashtag Pony&Wolf Productions. And with that, guys, this video is also over. I really hope that you enjoyed it and that we will see each other in the next one. Love you all, and I hope that this video finds you well in body and mind.